Good afternoon, and it's great for us to be back in Lowell, and it's good to see so many of our friends who we haven't really had a chance to see anyway, other than virtually for a very long period of time. We're here today to chat a little bit about the Commonwealth's MGCC program, Mass Growth Capital Program, which has been involved in helping support small businesses through COVID and into the economic recovery. The grant program, which is the largest state-sponsored small business grant program in the country, has provided critical assistance for restaurants and other businesses during the challenges associated with the second surge in the pandemic. We're here today at Pinella Restaurant, and I want to thank the owner-operators. Where are they? Thank you. To spotlight how they put the grant to good use for their business and their employees. It's an independently owned and family-operated restaurant, and I'm sure Juan will get into the, where is he? Right here. I'm sure he will get into the story a little more, but it's a very special story, and I'm looking forward to having an opportunity to give him an opportunity to share it. Viviana Acevedo was raised in Colombia before coming to the U.S. at 15. She graduated from Lowell High School, following her dream of becoming a chef at Le Cordon Bleu. Where are you? There she is, okay. And after working at various restaurants and becoming an executive chef for a top restaurant, she teamed up with her brother and her parents to start this restaurant. And this is for real, her dad's actually chopping in the kitchen as we speak. Since then, Pinella's been a fabric of this community and a well-known dining spot for many. And like many restaurants dealing with the second surge of COVID and the end of outdoor dining during the colder months, they were met with uncertainty. We're pleased they were able to utilize this program to help them work their way through it. In October, as many people know, we rolled out our recovery plan, which was a comprehensive blueprint to stabilize and grow the Massachusetts economy, and the plan focused on getting people back to work and supporting small businesses, fostering innovation, revitalizing downtowns, and ensuring housing stability. Part of our recovery plan included this Mass Growth Capital Business Relief Fund that targeted the hardest hit small businesses, especially those in some of our urban centers. And since we first announced this small business relief program in October, we've now awarded more than $687 million to 15,112 businesses in every corner of Massachusetts. I can't say enough about the team at the Mass Growth Capital Corporation led by Larry Andrews, who's here with us today, hiding behind a mask somewhere. Where are you, Larry? There you are, okay. They answered the call to help us stand this program up and to get the money out the door to small businesses. And today we're announcing the final round of grant recipients for this program, which consists of about $5 million to another 108 businesses here in the Commonwealth. These relief grants were designed to help the hardest hit businesses, specifically targeted to certain groups and sectors that were disproportionately affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and in many cases couldn't access some of the federally available business support programs. And throughout the application and awarding process, we kept the priorities top of mind, which was to support minority and women-owned businesses as they were being hit harder than most, businesses operating in gateway cities, businesses that had received no previous aid, as well as those in sectors like restaurants and bars, personal fitness, retail, and personal services. Lieutenant Governor Polito and Secretary Keneally will get into more of these details in just a moment, but we're pleased to say that 43% of the grants went to minority-owned businesses and 46% went to women-owned businesses. None of this would have been possible without the partnerships across numerous organizations that made sure applications were completed and submitted, and worked with applicants to resubmit, in some cases, to make sure that the proper paperwork was available. The Small Business Relief Program has been an important part of our recovery efforts, but this comprehensive plan was also tailored to existing grant programs like MassWorks, Collaborative Workspaces, and the Urban Agenda to move more directly to help guarantees and grantees deal with COVID-related challenges and opportunities. We were actually I visited a co-work space, the Stockpot in Malden, yesterday morning, which was a co-work space between the Stockpot restaurant and Farm Girl, which is a collaborative operation that is currently serving thousands of meals every single day, mostly paid for with USDA funding, to families and kids who can't access, because they're not in school, what would have normally been the lunches that they would have been made available to them. And honestly, that program was so impressive that I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's a future for that type of food prep and delivery that goes way beyond the pandemic. Culturally particular to serve certain communities, freshly delivered, a huge step up in many cases from what's available to a lot of kids in school generally. New programs like the Shared Streets program, we talked a little bit about outdoor dining, which has been a huge benefit to many communities that were looking to create open spaces and opportunities for restaurants and other retailers to use their outdoor space to serve their customers more effectively. And the local rapid recovery planning program have helped cities and towns first adjust their downtowns to be more accommodating to things like outdoor dining and commerce over the last year, and are now part of what people are going to plan for on a more permanent basis in the months to come as part of the recovery. Our goal remains pretty much the same, which is to support the Commonwealth's economic recovery and to help businesses reopen and adapt to the new normal. We continue to lead the nation with respect to our vaccination effort per capita, and we've already exceeded President Biden's new goal of vaccinating 70% of all residents by July 4th in the U.S. We have already vaccinated over 70% of the residents here in the Commonwealth. And we continue to move forward with our reopening with an additional move to Phase 4, Step 2, which starts on Monday, May 10th, and then some additional moves at the end of the month. Based on the public health data, which continues to move in a positive direction, our goal is to have all limits and restrictions wind down by the middle of the summer. I now turn it over to Lieutenant Governor Polito to talk more about the relief program and how we're supporting downtowns like this one here in Lowell.